so hoot, hoot.
That was like a fast version of Contra.
I am so hoot, hoot.
What's up, guys? Different topic today. I've gotten a lot of your topics in the comments, by the way. And I know Oak City told me some in the stream. I screenshotted it, buddy. I will get to it. Oh, man. I will get to it. Just on my way to work now, like always. And the topic today, though, was... when do you feel like it's valid or okay to review games? Like, when do you think somebody's opinion is valid? You know? And I was talking about this because Cameron, Canadian Gamer, he was messing with me a little bit, but I think there was some truth to it. But he was talking about Sonic Superstars got a really bad rating on IGN, I guess. And I was like, my first reaction was, do you guys look at IGN for your reviews and you listen to them? Like, that kind of stuff still matters, even with YouTubers? I mean, because not to sound super cocky or anything like that, but I would way rather listen to, well, myself, or if I was you guys, or listen to a Captain Algebra who plays through a ton of games. Just our community in general, guys. Like, ask people in our community about games. And way rather listen to them than listen to IGN and read some website, you know? Because you don't even know who that person is. And let's be honest, this is not to mess with anybody here or talk shit, but, you know, a lot of people don't fucking play games, man. And what I mean by that is, you don't, like, finish games. You know, everybody's playing the first 30% of the game and then stopping. You know, that's like something like I figured out with WrestleQuest. I don't know if you guys remember when I was talking about WrestleQuest, but what I was saying was when I finished that game, the achievement popped up, right? And it was like 0.5% of people have gotten this achievement. And I kind of took forever to finish the game because I was playing Madden too. So I was like, wow. 0.5%. Nobody finishes games, dude. Nobody. So a lot of times people go and they review this stuff and they barely played the fucking game. You know, and so you might say, well, if you played the first, 30% of the game, you can review it. Can you, though? Because look what happened to me on Alien Trilogy the other day. I finished Alien Trilogy on the PS1. In the first, 2 streams, we were having no issues, and everything was good, and it was fun, and we were like, okay, this game's pretty sick. People told me that the year it came out, it got, Shooter of the Year, and it was, a really hyped up big deal. And then I got deeper into the game. We got to that last, it was level 3. So it was like Worlds, basically. Level 1, 2, and 3. And I think it was trying to do Alien 1, Alien 2, Alien 3. Even though it didn't follow the movie. But it was just trying to do the Alien Trilogy, 3 levels, 3 worlds, full of, 10 levels apiece, right? So we got to level 3, and we started seeing all these glitches. Terrible map design, walking through walls constantly, just not as fun. Really tampered off, and if somebody was reviewing that game, did they get that far? Because there was some major issues there with glitches and stuff. That needs to be talked about, that needs to be said. That's an important part of me. I almost gave the game, I started out with a 7 because I told people I don't like saying 7s all the time unless it truly is, because I feel like everybody just says everything's a 7 all the time. That's the easiest number to give for an average game. But I ended up giving the game a 6, but it was going to be an 8. It was an 8 until I got to level 3, that last world. It changed. It went way down. It got terrible. It got to the point where I was at work, thinking about going home and playing games and going, man, I hope that game gets over tonight. I hope I finish it. I hope it's done. I want to be done with this game. I put a bad taste in my mouth, when before I was having so much fun with it, oh man, can't wait to get back to Alien Trilogy. That was fun, So there's games that you're upset when they get over, oh man, it's over. That was such a fun game, And then there's games that I'm ready for this to be over. I want to finish it, but I'm ready for this fucker to be over, And so, to me, I think you need to review to review the game, you need to at least play through the story mode and everything almost all the way through, pretty much. Cameron was saying he thinks that you need to be able to do a lot of the side quests and do stuff like that. I wouldn't go that far. I mean, you can give a more detailed review, but I do think usually side quests are rehashing things you've already done in the game. You know, it's usually, say in Mario Wonder, you do the first mission that lets you float with your cap, and it's called like Cap Expert 1. Well, then later it's Cap Expert 2, Cap Expert 3. It's really just the same thing, just harder levels. But you understand the power-up initially, like you know it. So, really, to review it, you just need to understand that power-up is there. You're good. But you can't really review the game unless you've gotten to all the worlds, though, because all the worlds do have different powers. So you get different power-ups, different powers, different things that happen, and that matters. So, reviewing the game, I think his big thing was like people reviewing some of these games day one shows that they're not playing it, and even if they got a review copy that they played a day or two ahead, it's like, but there's no way you got that far. You were only, you got about 20-30% in and you're reviewing the game, which is silly, which is true. I agree with that. You got to play more of the game because the game can get better or worse. Sometimes games just keep getting better and better and better and better and better. And some games, just like Alien Trilogy, start off pretty good and then they actually get worse, But another thing is, do you guys read and listen to IGN at all? Like, that is so weird to me. Like, to be like, I'm thinking about buying this game. Let me go see what IGN said. Like, I don't give a fuck what they said. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't hinder my choice anyway. I would never put it on something like that. To read some random dude's article. I don't even know if that dude plays video games, man. Like, he could just be going off of watching people's gameplay or how much I was paid or what. he could be going off a lot of stuff. So I guess that's just how I am. But I was wondering how you guys were. If people really still read video game like articles and like listen to the reviews, that's crazy. I understand looking at IGN like for the sake of like you want to see what they gave for a score because you're sort of cheering for it, or you have a score in your own brain and you want to know what they said, But it just, I don't understand why IGN's word is gold when it's already been exploited before. They've been paid off to do things. So right there, your accountability is just, I don't look at you. It's not educated at all. I'm not going to ever listen to you, dude. Once you got paid off once and they talked about it, I'm done. Now I'm really not listening to you, But I usually can be my own judge. I can look at something and go, I'm going to like this or not. Just because I've played a lot of games. And I'd like to think that when I do the Mega Pro reviews on GotG's channel, and when I talk about games on here, you guys can listen to me, man, because I play a lot of shit. I play a lot of games, good games, bad games, different consoles, different platforms. I do a lot of different things. So, a lot of genres. I cover a lot of stuff. And so if I'm talking about a game, I'm pretty dead on with what I'm saying. I don't think there's very many times I'm way off. But yeah, especially if I just played it like WrestleQuest, like when I'm telling you, I'm warning you is what I'm doing. Because a lot of people I knew were going to go buy WrestleQuest, and I felt like I had to send out like a warning, like, whoa, before you get it, if you were thinking what I'm thinking, it's not like that. So rear it back. You might want to wait, dude. Wait till that fucker's like $2 and get it on sale a year from now and play it then. Don't spend the $30. Because I was excited like you are, and boy, oh boy, was I disappointed. Because there were some key things I didn't understand. But that has a lot to do with YouTubers too, though, man, because I was watching previews and stuff. They hadn't explained the stuff that I found. Like, it's like, nobody said that. And then the hours that, I think it was IGN, said that WrestleQuest took like 30 hours to beat. I'm pretty sure it was them. That's a bunch of fucking bullshit. No, it does not. No, it does not. It's like a 50-hour game, dude. That's a big difference. You're almost doubling the time you said it was going to take. And that's where I tell you, they're not playing through the whole game, dude. They're thinking, oh, it's finishing it up. I'm going to say it's like 30, 35 hours. No, it's not. Or they were looking at videos online where people were not done with it yet, because it took a while for YouTube to have a full playthrough of WrestleQuest. It took a while. And I went on that how long did it take to beat.com or whatever, and the first person to log 50 hours, which was like dead on, because that's like what I ended at. It took a while, man. Like, dude, people were not quickly beating that game, and I think it's because they weren't digging it, you know? But, anyway, yeah, do you guys listen to IGN reviews? Do you actually go by that? And how long do you think a person needs to play to review a game properly? You know? I think you need to play through the game. That's what I think. You need to see the whole game, you know? And side quests, like when we're getting in it, because what Cameron was talking about was Starfield. Starfield is a giant experience. I would just say stick to the main quest, and you can kind of review that. You know, you put some time in, get through that stuff, understand the game for the most part, and then you could give a review on that. But I think in a review, you need to state that you have not done all the side quests. I do think you need to say that, you know. But yeah, I was just wondering. It was a good subject. You know, and then he was saying a lot of, you know, with Starfield, you really get your money's worth, which I agree. I'm sure you do. This goes back to a lot of other talks I've had. How long do you guys think a video game should be? I think it just depends. You know, if you had a 100-hour Mario game, that's kind of stupid, you know, for a side-scroller. The 3D ones, they were. I mean, Odyssey took me over 100 hours. And, but if Mario Wonder was over a 100-hour game, it'd get boring. You know, so I think the length it is perfect. It looks like it's gonna, I don't know how long I've been playing it, but I'm at the last world now. And I could finish it up, but I'm going back and collecting the stuff I missed. But, then I got the special world. But, I've been playing, I've been sitting down for like 3 sessions now, so I've been playing 5 or 6 hours probably. That's what I would guess. But, so I'll probably finish up at like 8 or 9. I'm sure. But yeah. I think that length doesn't always like matter. I think that you know, it just depends. It depends on the type of game you're talking about. You know, if a game's not automatically good if it's really long. Like WrestleQuest was a long game, and that was way too long, dude. Way too long. And it was wrong for a negative reason. They should have finished it up at like 20 hours. It should have been done. You know, 25. But yeah, 50 was way too much for that. So that's a good example of that. But other than that, I know those are kind of talks for another day. But yeah, because then we were talking about, I mean, I would never question Bethesda. I would never question Rockstar. I would never question Nintendo. These are guys that just, I know a lot of people wondered if Mario Wonder was going to be good. It's like, you're crazy, dude. Why would you doubt them? You know? In the 90s, did you guys doubt the Bulls? I mean, probably not, right? I mean, Michael Jordan's playing. If he's back and he's playing, they're going to the finals. Yeah. I mean, I think everybody knew that. It'd be kind of silly to go, yeah, they're going to lose this year. Like, and how are you coming up with that? You know? You're just saying that. You're kind of hating, you know? Because at the end of the day, they were going to go every time, and they did, right? You know? So that's how some of these companies are. I mean, do you think Bethesda's going to make, like, a bad game? I don't think so. Has it happened? Sure. Like, State of Emergency for Rockstar. And, you know, with Mario, like, Mario Rabbids wasn't very good. You know, it happens, but, man, very few and far between. I'd say 95% of the time you could guarantee they're going to do all right. You know, you see a side-scroller Mario, you know you're safe. You're good. Like, yep, I'm getting that. You don't even need to look into it, man. And then you see Bethesda's making an open-world game. I mean, do you doubt them? Skyrim, Fallout, Starfield. I mean, do you doubt it? Like, why would you doubt it? You know what I mean? Those are some of the best games of all time, man. Rockstar, all the GTAs, Red Dead Redemption. I mean, would you doubt it? Why? Doesn't even make sense, you know? But anyway, guys, I'm going to get going. Those were a lot of things. My main premise of this video, main objective of this video was, how long do you think you have to play a game to have a valued, educated review of a game? And I'd say you have to play through the main quest. But anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Have a great day, and God bless you. I'll talk to you.